An air and sea search is continuing for possible survivors of the Edmund Fitzgerald, a 729-foot ore carrier, which apparently broke apart and sunk last night on Lake Superior. The ship and its 29-man crew vanished in a storm with 80-mile-an-hour winds and wave heights up to 25 feet. All that has been found is an oil slick and some debris.
Well, the legend lives on from the Chippewa down to the big lake they call Gitchigumi. The legend is sad, never gives up her dead when the skies in November turn gloomy. With a load of iron ore, 26,000 tons more than the Edmund Fitzgerald weighed empty. Well, the good ship and true was born to be June when the gales of November came early. The ship was the pride of the American side, just coming back from some mill in Wisconsin. As the big freighters go, it was bigger than most, with the crew and the captain well seasoned, concluding some turns with a couple of steel ferns, and she left fully loaded for Cleveland. Later that night, as the ship's bell rang, could it be the north wind they'd been feeling? Well, the wind and the wires made a tattletale sound, and a wave broke over the railing. And every man knew, as the captain did too, was the witch in November come stealing. Well, the dawn came late, the breakfast had to wait, when the gales of November came slashing. When afternoon came, it was freezing rain in the face of a hurricane west wind. Supper time came, the old cook came on deck, saying, "Fellas, it's too rough to feed ya." At 7 p.m. main hatchway caved in. He said, "Fellas, it's been good to know ya." Well, the captain wired in, he had water coming in. The good ship and crew was in peril. Later that night, when its lights went out of sight, came the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Well, does anyone know where the love of God goes when the waves turn the minutes to hours? Searchers all say they'd have made Whitefish Bay if they put 15 more miles behind her. They might have split up, or they might have capsized. They may have broke deep and took water. But all that remains is the faces and the names, the wives and the sons and the daughters. Lake Huron rolls, Superior sings in the rooms of her ice water mansion. Old Michigan steams like a young man's dreams in the islands and bays are for sportsmen. Farther below, Lake Ontario takes in what Lake Erie can send her. And the iron boats go, as the mariners all know, with the gales of November remembered. In a musty old hole in Detroit they pray, in the Maritime Sailors' Cathedral. The church bell chimed till it rang 29 times for each man on the Edmund Fitzgerald. Well, the legend lives on from the Chippewa on down into the big lake they call Gitchigumi. Superior, they said, never gives up her dead when the gales of November come.